All right, officially welcome to your 12 o'clock 30-minute yoga class. My name is Lacey Wolf, and I'm the coordinator for statewide wellbeing initiatives at Employees Retirement System of Texas. And if this is your first time in this class, welcome. So happy to have you here. And if you're a continued participant of this class, you know I love you all, and I'm so grateful for you continuing to show up and practice with me week after week. I wanted to start today with something we talked about a little bit yesterday. If you attended the Understanding Stress and Building Resilience workshop, as we were in the session, we were actually going through this exercise where you think about circle of control. And as we were going through that, I was thinking about that I had actually in my desk, I have saved all these years this from my son when he was in the second grade. I held on to this. It was just really special to me. And I'm just going to read you a little bit of what this says: what I can control: me, my grades, my health, my bike, my breathing. What I can't control: my dog, my cat, my fish. Time, car accidents, traffic. And it's interesting because Dane put those last two things, car accidents and traffic, in there because we had just lost my husband's grandparents in a car accident. And so this was really helpful, I think, for him to frame what do I have control of and what do I not have control of. And I think with all the things going on right now in Central Texas, with the floods, with the politics, with all the things that everyone is experiencing, it's good just to remember, what can I control? I can control my breathing. I can control my health decisions. I can control these things, my actions. And so that's where I really believe this yoga practice comes in and can be so helpful and supportive as we breathe together. So if you will, just make your way to your mat. If you're already at your mat, that's great. I'm going to get some music going here and I'll make my way to my mat, and we're going to do some chest opening movement today, some breath work, and hopefully we're going to just control the things we can control for ourselves. All right, so from your mat, we're going to, if you have yoga blocks, you're going to take one and put it on its middle setting. You're going to put that right across the middle part of your back here. Lay down on that. And then you're going to take the other block, you're going to put it on its highest setting and put that one underneath your head just to support your neck. And then we're going to let our arms release out to the side. Just palms up to face the ceiling. Letting those blocks sort of open up the chest for us. If that feels too high, you can adjust the settings. If you don't have blocks, you're settled in, just stay there, be in that position comfortably. If you don't have blocks, you can bring pillows underneath you as well. And for some of you, this might just feel more comfortable, more soothing. And we're doing the same thing here, just kind of naturally starting to open up the musculature through the front of the shoulders and the chest. When we are in a high stress or high threat situation, often we kind of curl in, we tighten these muscles in the chest. And also that's kind of what we do a lot throughout our day, just in our day-to-day actions. So this helps to kind of balance that back out. Go ahead and just bring your attention to your breath here. Take some long, slow, deep breaths. And as always, just close your eyes as it feels comfortable for you. If it doesn't feel comfortable for you, don't do it. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling the belly rise and fall. And as we move into this class today, I want you to think about the things that are on your mind that are not within your control. Kind of work through that exercise on your own. What things may be affecting your mental, physical, emotional well-being. And then just take a moment to think about what things are within your control. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your eyes, relaxing your jaw. Those are things we can control. All right, let's move over just enough to slide your blocks or your pillows out from underneath, whatever you have. And then from here, pull your feet in so that they're underneath your knees. Take my socks off here. And then from here, we're going to push down into the feet and just lift the hips off the mat. Come into a bridge pose. Starting to engage the glutes, and then exhale, release the hips all the way back down. Take a couple more rounds here. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, release them down. Good, take one more breath. Inhale, lift them up. And exhale, release, bring your hips all the way back to the floor. Go ahead and bring your right knee into the chest. Extend your left leg all the way out. Make some small circles here, just rotating that hip in its socket. And then if it feels good for you, you can take your right hand around the outer edge of that right foot and take a half a happy baby. Pull your knee down toward the floor. Sole of the foot is facing the ceiling. And then let's release, extend that leg all the way out. Just getting into the hips a little bit. Roll your left hip in its socket. And then roll it in the opposite direction. Just take some little circles here. And then draw your left hand around the outer edge of your left foot. Pull your knee down toward the mat. Keep your right shoulder grounded on the floor as you do this. Good, then release, extend that leg all the way out. Let's take a big full body stretch and exhale. Bring both knees into the chest, wrap them up. Rock yourself side to side here, and then rock front to back. Let's come all the way through onto our hands and knees, moving into a tabletop position. Drawing your wrists under your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Take some cat-cow movements here, just further opening the chest and stretch in the back. Moving from a flexed spine to an extended spine, pulling your head through so your chin tucks to the chest. Big stretch through the upper part of the back. Take a couple more rounds here, inhaling and exhaling. All right, let's come on back to a neutral spine. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees just a couple inches off the mat. Start to feel the strength of your core. And again, just remember, this is something you can control. Everything that we're doing in your yoga class. Push your heels back to the floor. Press your hips up toward the ceiling, moving into a downward facing dog. So if there's ever anything that you feel like is not appropriate for you today, that's fine. You should feel better after this class. Just because you've moved and breathed. And I think the connection, even though it's virtual, is also helpful and supportive. Go ahead and inhale, shift forward, make your way to a plank position. And then exhale, we'll press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Just moving, feeling the core engage. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Inhale, shifting forward, make your way to a plank position. Hold here, take a breath. You can use your knees if you need to. As you exhale, we're gonna lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, release your feet to the floor, rise up, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Press down into the hands, squeeze your glutes, protect that low back. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Good. One more time, inhale, lift up. And exhale is gonna push you down or release you down. Let's bring our knees to the outer edges of the mat, and we're gonna press our hips all the way back. So as your knees are pointed out, if you're gonna let your chest and your belly just sink down in between your thighs and let your hips open here. Just letting gravity do the work for you. All right, let's tuck our toes one more time. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We're gonna go through 3 rounds of a half sun salutation. So this is just moving with breath. You've got 2 rounds of breath, 4 movements. Inhale, shift forward, make your way to plank. Exhale, lower yourself down to the mat. Inhale up for cobra, or you can use upward dog if you want. And then our exhale is gonna push us back, downward facing dog. Really slowing down the breath and trying to time the breath with these movements as best we can. Take one more half sun salutation. Moving with your breath, making our way back into that downward facing dog.
We'll pause and meet here. On your next in breath, raise your right leg up and back. And as you exhale, we're gonna pull our knee toward the nose, feeling the strength of the core. Inhale, push it back. Good, exhale, pull your knee to your right triceps. Inhale, push it back. And exhale, pull your knee to your left triceps. And a rotation there. Inhale, push back. Swing your right foot all the way through. Drop that foot between your hands. If you need to, just drop your back knee. Pull your foot between your hands. Shift your hips forward. Moving into a low lunge position. As you shift your hips forward here, you can raise your arms up over the top of your head. Sorry, switch this mic. This side. There we go. You can bring your right hand to your hip. Your left arm can come across the midline just to make more space through this whole side. Good, then release. Shifting your hips back over the top of the left knee. Hinge from the hips, fold over that front leg. Breathe. I know that you're always breathing, but really trying to consistently bring our attention back to the breath as much as we can through this class. Helps us to regulate the nervous system. Go ahead and rise up. Now we're going to sync breath with movement. So we'll shift forward for one breath and then shift back for one breath. Shift forward for one breath. This hurts your knees. You can pull a pillow under there. Shift back for one breath. Take one more. Shift forward and shift back for one breath. All right, let's bring our hands to the mat. Take that right foot off the mat over to the right side of your mat. My foot is now on the tile floor, so whatever surface you have there, cool. Push your hips back, walk your hands out into a half child's pose, half straddle position. You're gonna shift forward, plank. Exhale, press back. Now back into our child straddle. Take one more inhale and exhale. I love this pose. It feels so good on the hips. Go ahead and shift forward. Let's bring our knee in so that it's next to the left knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, lower down, half or all the way. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take two more half sun salutations. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, in, down, up, and back. We'll meet in that downward facing dog position. Go ahead and lift your left leg up and back. You can stack your hips, open that hip, however feels good. Inhale and then exhale, bring your knee toward your nose. Inhale, push it back. Exhale, bring your knee toward your left triceps. Inhale, push it back. Exhale, bring your knee to your right triceps. Inhale, push back. Exhale, swing it through. Plant that foot, drop your back knee to the floor. Hinge from your hips, shift those hips forward. Just pause here. Feel that opening of the hip flexors. Another area of the body that when we're tight and we really hold everything in like this, we feel that in the hips. The psoas muscle that connects the upper and lower hemisphere. Bring your left hand to your hip, reach your right arm across. Make a more expansive stretch here. One more breath. Good, then we're gonna shift our hips back. Point your toes up to face the ceiling. Hinge from the hips, fold over that front leg. Bring your hands to the top of that left thigh. Extend through the spine, just opening up the hamstrings. Ooh, all right, let's rise up. Start to move with breath. So you're inhaling, exhaling, shift back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. And back. All right, let's release our hands down to the inside of that leg. Bring your left foot off the mat. Push your hips back. Reach your arms out. It's okay to stay up on your forearms here if your hips are really tight. Support yourself however you need to in this pose. If you are feeling it in your hips, you're doing it right. Take a couple more breaths. And then let's rise up. Bring the knees together, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. All right, from here, we're gonna push our feet or step our feet all the way to the top of the mat, making our way into forward fold. Inhale, go ahead and lift halfway, extend your spine. Exhale, release all the way down. Inhale, reverse swan dive, rise to standing. You can step all the way to the top of the mat, and then we're just gonna come right back down for our forward fold. Take your right foot to the back of the mat, drop your back knee to the floor. You're gonna bring your left hand to your left thigh and bend your right leg. And then if you can reach that foot, you're gonna reach around and grab your right foot with your left hand and add a little quad stretch here. All right, if that feels like too much, you can always grab a strap. Really simply, sometimes just bending the right knee is enough. Yeah, and then release, let that go, tuck your back toe under, lift that back knee off the floor, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, bring your hands down halfway. Inhale, open up your arms, open up that wingspan, interlace the hands or grab your strap, drop your head to the floor, humble warrior. Not to the floor, toward the floor. You don't put your head on the floor in this pose. Never really seen that done. Go ahead and release your right hand. Take a rotation, a twist again. Good, release that left hand to the mat. Step your left foot next to the right foot. Lower down half or all the way. In, up dog or cobra. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Go ahead and step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, reverse our swan dive. Let's rise to stand. And then exhale, bring it right back down, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Hands come to the outer edges of the feet. Step your left foot back this time. Drop your back knee to the floor. Bring your right hand to your thigh. Left hand's gonna be planted on the fingertips. Whatever you can reach, you're gonna start to bend your left leg. You should be feeling a pretty intense opening in the quads on the front side of that left leg. Reach your right hand back. See if you can catch your foot. Maybe shifting the hips back can help, and then we can shift them back forward. Just breathe here. Know this can be an uncomfortable position. Can we make ourselves comfortable even though it's uncomfortable? With the breath. Take one more and release. Let's let that foot go. Tuck your back toe under. Lift the back knee off the floor. Rise up, high lunge. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale, open up the wingspan. Interlace the fingers, fold forward. Release the left hand to the mat. Twist, open up to the right. And then let's release the right hand to the mat. Step your right foot back, lower down half or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. All right, from here, let's go ahead and shift forward, make your way to plank. Then exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Bring your left forearm in line with the front of the mat. Reach your right foot back, grab your right foot with your right hand. We're gonna keep opening the quads, kind of trying to open the front side of the body here for some more expanding back bend work that we'll do in today's class. We really try to open the heart. Take one more breath and release. Let's push sides. Bring your right forearm in line with the front of the mat. Left hand's gonna reach back. See if you can grab that foot. Squeeze your glutes a little bit here to protect that low back. You can rest your head on your forearm. Check in, scan your body. Notice where you're tensing up right now. What do you have control over? Release that hand. Go ahead and walk the hands underneath the chest. Walk your knees to the outer edges of the mat. Press your hips all the way back into your wide leg child's pose. From here, we'll tuck our toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And then stepping the feet all the way through, coming to the top of the mat, fold forward. Let's just hang out here for a couple breaths in our forward fold. Such a great recovery pose. When we fold forward, it's kind of like a sedative for our nervous system, like L-shaped positions. And then those back bending positions are more stimulating for the nervous system. So really try to create a balance between relaxation and invigoration, especially in a middle of the day kind of yoga class. All right, let's push down into the feet, rise halfway. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, all the way standing. And then exhale, release your hands down next to your sides. Okay, so we're gonna play with dancer pose today. Your quad should be pretty open. Hopefully your chest is pretty open. And so this is just taking some of the stuff we've done and doing it on one leg. So for this first posture, bring your weight into your left foot. And then you're gonna just kick your right foot up and grab your foot with your hand, same as we just did on the mat. And if you needed the strap on the mat, you probably need it while you're standing as well. So grab a strap, grab a necktie, grab a blanket, something that's gonna allow you to grip onto your foot. All right, so if you have your foot and you're reaching around from the outside, that's great. Now we're going to start to lift the left arm up and shift our weight forward, pushing your foot into your hand, pushing your hand into your foot as we move this into a more expansive dancer pose. It's kind of like when we do bow pose. Sorry, I couldn't come up with my words, but when we do bow pose, we're reaching back for both feet. You're just doing one at a time on one leg. All right, let's try that on the other side. Bring your right foot to the floor and your left foot into your left hand. Bring your right hand up, starting to shift your weight forward. Find a focal point. Find something you can focus on. Make sure that you're near a chair or something steady if you need some support for your balance today. See if you can hold at the most extensive point and then breathe a couple breaths and then come back out of it. All right, one more time, I wanna try this, but take your hand this time, you're gonna point your thumb up to face the ceiling, reach around, see if you can grab the inside of that foot. It's gonna open up the chest a little bit more and shift our perspective a little bit. Left hand comes up, find a focal point that is steady, not moving. Push your foot into your hand into your foot. And then when you're ready, release, come back to center. Last time, right hand comes up, reach left hand thumb up, find the inside of your foot, shifting forward. Breathe. And when you're ready, release, come out of that pose. All right, let's bring our feet out here into a straddle stance. So go ahead and just step your feet lengthwise on the mat. And from here, drop down into a sumo squat. So we've done some really good balance work. Do a little bit of leg strength work here. Inhale, go ahead and push up to standing. Exhale, lower down, come back to that sumo squat. Hold. Maybe bring your hands out. What can I control right now? My breath. How deep I am in this posture. How I see this work that we're doing as something beneficial for me. Go ahead and rise up. And let's take that one more time. Exhale, come down. You bring your hands out. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Bring the hands to the hips. Turn your feet to face so they're parallel to the edges of the mat, toes facing me, and then exhale, fold forward into a very deep straddle stance. Go ahead and walk your hands out and then just bend your left leg for a little side straddle. And then you can bend your right leg for side straddle, moving side to side here. No pressure. Just moving side to side with your breath. Let's come back to center. Good. Walk the hands in. Go ahead and walk your feet in. Turn on your mat so that you are lengthwise again. Inhale, let's rise up to stand one more time. Standing mountain pose. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale, release and fold. Go ahead and step your feet back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting your right leg up and back. Exhale, go ahead and swing your right foot to the outer edge of the mat. Drop that back knee all the way to the floor. You're gonna take, this is a wide stance, lizard pose. So your right foot's pretty far out. You can come down onto your forearms if that's appropriate. You can come down onto your block and just breathe. This is the same pose we started class with, that half happy baby, only now you have gravity and weight pushing down on your hips. So it changes that perspective a little bit. All right, let's tuck our back to under, lift the back knee off the floor, step your right foot back, just come into a plank position. Hold for 10, 9. You can use the knees if you need to. 8, 7, 6. Let the body tremor, let it shake. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can walk your hands back up, press back, downward facing dog, lift your left leg up, and then swing it through the outer edge of the mat. Walk your back foot back a little bit, come down into that lizard pose on the other side. Close your eyes if it's something that feels right for you. Start to scan the body as we move into these final poses of class where we hold a little bit longer. Just notice where you're clenching and where you can let go. Take one more breath here. Rise up. Good. Bring your knees together. We're just going to swing our legs around. Shift your weight, shift your hips, and then make your way all the way back to the mat in a supine position. Walking your feet underneath the knees, let your hands rest down next to your sides. Go ahead and press down into the feet, lift the hips off the floor. Take a breath, exhale, release it down. Good, lift the hips again, come back to that bridge pose. Exhale, release. And then one more time, come into your bridge pose. You can clasp your hands together underneath the body, making this more expansive, like chest opener. As you interlace the hands, supporting yourself on your arms, and then lifting your heart toward the ceiling. Take another breath. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Uncurl the shoulders. Bring the knees into the chest here. Rock yourself side to side. Take any final postures you may need to be able to lie down in a recovery, relaxation pose. And when you're ready, just make your way into that position. Let your arms relax down next to your sides. Let your eyes close again if that feels good for you. Notice all of your points of contact here. Just bring your attention to where your body's touching the surface of the ground, the mat. Feel the support of the ground underneath you. You don't need any muscular tension right here. And let that go. Starting just to pay attention to the rise and fall of the belly without controlling your breath any longer. Just feeling the rise and fall, subtle movements. Starting to just notice those tight spots, maybe the jaw, the eyebrow, shoulders, the hands, hips, the legs, all the way out, the feet and the toes, to the hands and the fingertips. Just taking this time to really pay attention to what we have control over. Our actions, our breath, our movements, what we're going to do next, how we're going to engage with the people around us. All right, let's go ahead and reach up over the top of the head. Take a big full body stretch. And exhale, release your hands down next to your sides. Bring your feet in. Let's roll over onto the side to press up to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me for this 30-minute yoga flow class. I hope you found it to be restorative and useful with whatever's going on in your life. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, everyone.